Hello and welcome to this e-business suite session on the Oracle Business Network and how it can be used to supercharge the collaboration you have with the suppliers that you work with. My name is Mark Peachy. I look after product strategy and product management for the e-business suite, advanced procurement suite of applications, and we're also the team that's responsible for the ongoing development of the Oracle Business Network. In terms of our discussion today, I'm going to spend a bit of time providing an overview of the Oracle Business Network. This is something that we, promote to a lot of our customers, but I know that there are folks that are out there that this may be a new subject for them. So I'm going to provide some details about what the platform does. And then really I'm going to spend my time looking at some of the more significant enhancements that we have delivered to the platform in the recent releases. One of these is the overhaul that we made for the user experience, where we switched from the old UI to the new Oracle Redwood user experience. That was a very significant change for the platform. And then I'll also provide some details about some of the enhancements that we delivered in some of the older releases, just because some of these are important capabilities that we added to the platform, and it's certainly worth making sure that folks understand these if you are not familiar with what the Oracle Business Network can do. So with that, what I'll do now is walk through a brief overview of Oracle Business Network and how it can be used within your organization. So the Oracle Business Network is an electronic business document messaging platform, so that you can use it to exchange documents between yourselves and the trading partners with which you work. OBN functions as a network hub in the sense that rather than each trading partner that you wish to connect to, you have to go through a process to set up a new connection each time in order to be able to exchange documents with that trading partner. Using the Oracle Business Network means that you're only establishing a single, secure, and trusted connection from your Oracle ERP system to OBN, and then the trading partners that you work with, they each establish their own single, secure, trusted connection from their back-end system into OBN. So it means that once you have done that, you are then able to exchange documents with any of the other trading partners that are on the platform without having to go through that process of setting up new connections. Now, for folks that are running Oracle systems, we support not just the business suite, but we allow for Fusion Cloud customers, PeopleSoft customers, and from the beginning of this year, we introduced the ability for NetSuite customers to leverage OBN in order to use it to exchange documents with the trading partners that they are working with. For those trading partners, the ones that you are engaged with, they obviously are running systems, or oftentimes are running systems that are non-Oracle based. And so we offer a variety of connectivity options to those trading partners in order that they can set up connectivity to OBN. And once this has been done, OBN is largely functioning as I guess, the postal service, or, given my roots, I would say the Royal Mail, in terms of it is allowing for the addressing of, documents that wish to be sent to various folks. OBN is just the mechanism by which it is able to read the envelope that is being transmitted and work out that, this is coming from customer X, needs to go to supplier Y, and will therefore affect delivery of that document. Now, I think one of the key points here is that you, as the Oracle customer, no longer need to know how documents get delivered to a supplier, because that's basically, they manage that part of the connection between themselves and OBN. So, each trading partner only has to worry about the hop that gets the document onto OBN or gets the document from OBN back to them. As I say, you're no longer having to worry about maintaining information about all of the connections with the supplier, because they maintain their own connection. I'll get into this in a bit more detail in a second, but each organization is able to send documents in the format that they prefer. And I guess the last point to note, and it's kind of a key one, is that there are no fees charged to either the Oracle customer or any of the trading partners that you work with for participation in the platform. So, this is a significant difference to a lot of the other solutions that are out in the market where, you're going to get charged in order to enable and facilitate connectivity with trading partners. With OBN, we don't have any fees associated with the use of the service. So just looking in a little more detail at what we support through the platform, I'm going to say today we're primarily focused on the procure to pay flow, but as we evolve the solution, we're expecting to move into other business flow areas so that not only can an Oracle customer engage in a buying relationship with their trading partners, in future you'll be able to engage in a selling relationship so that you'll be able to exchange documents with your own customers using the platform. So just looking at the different documents that are supported, as I say, largely the procure to pay flow. So for you as the Oracle buying organization, you can send out purchase orders, change purchase orders, cancel purchase orders. There's also support for punch out, and I've got some details in some of the enhancement discussion where I'll actually get into a lot of the nitty gritty about how we support the punch out flow. And then for the return documents, as you can see, it covers the full spectrum from an acknowledgement from a supplier through changes, shipping notifications, and back to the all-important invoice document that those suppliers may wish to send to you. We support a variety of formats. I would say the vast majority of, or for the Oracle customer, there are standard connection options, so you're not really having to configure the document that you transmit to OBN. If necessary, OBN will then transform that into the format that the supplier requires. I'm going to say oftentimes, this is the CXML format because that's a very, very prevalent format out in the marketplace, which means that, for any suppliers that are connected to other networks, getting connected to OBN is very straightforward because we're basically supporting the same types of documents that they would exchange with other networks. And then I'll also mention at the beginning of this year, we did introduce support for EDI. Whereby we now allow an EDI formatted purchase order to be transmitted to a supplier, and for that supplier to send an invoice back in EDI, and we will then convert those, into the format that's necessary to exchange those documents with the Oracle customer system. There is a little complexity here because depending on which ERP the Oracle customer is running, the different formats and the conversions that are supported become a little nuanced. But all of those details, are available on the platform itself in terms of some of the guide documents. For e-business suite customers, I would say pretty much all of the documents that get exchanged out of EBS to OBN are OAG format, and then the vast majority of our customers' suppliers will receive or send back those documents in a CXML format. A couple of things to note. So there's a single Oracle Business Network, I guess, node or instance, and each Oracle customer and each of the trading partners that you work with, everybody has to register in order to get an OBN account. The OBN account that you get is a single OBN account that represents your organization. And that account allows you to support both production and test mode activity. So unlike, with an ERP instance where you may have a production instance and then you may have one or more test instances and those are all, separate. For OBN, we have a single node. You get an account and that account supports both production and test mode activity, which means you can connect a production instance to your OBN account, and you can also connect a test instance to that same account. And like some of the other stuff, there are some enhancements that we've done in this area in recent releases, which I will go through later in the discussion, just to explain some of the advanced configuration options that are available in this regard. But I guess the key point here is that once you have set up your account, and you have connected your production instance, connected your test instance, you can then exchange documents with the trading partners that you're working with. Anything that gets sent through the test mode goes to the supplier's test environment, and anything they send back from that environment comes back into your test environment. Similarly, once you switch to production, those messages will flow through those instances. But I guess the nice thing here is that all of the configuration that's involved is all part of your single OBN account. You don't have to migrate all of the settings between your test and your production instances, because it's all handled within that one OBN account. Couple of other points to note. We do have a full disaster recovery facility on the service, so that should anything happen with the primary data center where OBN is run, we will be able to switch over to the DR site. We conduct testing on that DR process, I guess, on an annual basis, just to make sure that we will be able to execute that activity should it be necessary in a seamless fashion. The other thing that I will also walk through is, some of the key functional elements of OBN, and as a messaging platform, it's not especially complicated, in the sense that there are really only 5 key steps involved in getting access to and then setting up OBN. There's a registration step. Every entity that wants to be on the Oracle Business Network has to register. For eBusiness Suite customers, that means you go to the OBN website, register your details. We then, as the OBN administrators, will review those requests, and as long as you're a legitimate Oracle customer, we will approve your registration. You then, there is some account configuration. A lot of this is pre-set up. But there are some configurations that need to be done inside your EBS instance. There are tools that allow for self-testing of the connection, so that you can make sure